welcome to Moticheck webinar. My name is Martin Rajasalu. I'm the CEO of Moticheck, and with me today covering those subject matters.
So hello from my side as well. My name is Pille. I'm responsible for customers and growth in the Moticheck, and we are really happy to have a guest today as well, Monica coming from Holmbank. So already eager to hear the leadership challenges that you face in the bank or in fintech these days. But yeah, let's first build the context and do a short introduction of what the Moticheck is about, what kind of software it is we are now promoting the new features.
Moticheck is an employee experience monitoring system that records your employee experience in up to 14 categories parallel on daily basis and delivers the results immediately on a live dashboard to the employees and leaders to empower engagement, retention, and also leadership. The main target is to, of course, grow productivity, and you can do it by engaging your people, but also building the confidence while leading your teams. And to kick off with the technical stuff, what we did during this summer, we actually broke our service down into two programs or plans. And I will now navigate to the pricing on our webpage, where you can see basic plan and the premium plan. Most of our current customers are using the basic plan, which covers shooting out the questions daily or weekly, if that has been chosen by the employee, all the localization, languages, multi-regional setup, of course, multi-platform setup, integration to Microsoft Teams, Slack, and basically unlimited number of users and managers and organizational levels that you want to have, and naturally the support. But the question may rise, why did you guys create a premium plan? The premium plan actually includes AI features, and we can say more advanced features that not all companies would like to use or have to use. That just depends on where you are with your development of your internal processes and the culture. But in addition to the basic, the premium plan includes AI functionalities. We have AI-powered leadership mentor that provides support to the leaders, and we also have single sign-on features, API connectivity, so you can update your employee data either daily, weekly, monthly, whatever fits your needs. Illustrated further, I will jump to a daily question that I got from Moticheck today. So you see that I'm using the Microsoft Teams integration, and my daily question today was, do you feel that management of our company has a sincere interest in the opinion of the employees? But once you have responded to the question, of course, the system asks comments for that, but I can navigate to the results. Let me pick a team. I entered here as an administrator, so I can see the full company. The Garden Hotel is our demo company here, but let's go to Tokyo and pretend we have a sales team there, for example. So the usual stuff that you can access in a basic package is general overview with the response rate stuff, feedback and comments. Let's see if there are comments in English as well. How do the answers break down category by category or team by team? We see our Tokyo team is here, but also we see the responses question by question. And for example, if there is a red light for you, an alert saying that the score is rather low, for example, the question, do you have access to the resources to do your job well? And people in Tokyo have responded 50-50. Some of them have, some of them don't. And if you as a manager or a leader of that particular team or a larger division or directorate would like to share ideas with someone, what does it mean? How should I now act on this information? Then you can just click Ask Aiden. We call our AI advisor Aiden. and Aidan will respond to you. Actually, in the morning, I already did that. So you can see the response from Aidan. It comes with a few seconds. The Aidan will analyze your team and provide you 1, 2, 3 what to do, what would be the suggestion he has. And you can go into a dialogue with Aidan, asking whatever questions you want to ask from him. For example, could you provide me 5 good coaching questions to use in one-to-one meetings? Or how should I approach this or the other situation? Do you consider this a good idea if I would do this or that? Or I don't know, if tomorrow is a Friday, if you are having a team event tomorrow, then you can also ask 10 different kinds of pancake recipes to try out with your team in your team event. So Aidan is fine in going into the fun part as well, but you can also stay longer on a serious note, and all your discussions will be saved and you can return to this. So this is one of the features that we have here under in the premium package. And the other thing is, if I would navigate back to the results, then here I see the team results. I have a different dashboard for new hires because we ask different set of questions from new employees. They don't know the company yet, so why bother them with the standard questions? But we can record a very specific onboarding experience. But in the premium package, I have my own responses. And now the benefit of that is that employees using my self dashboard can prepare better for their development dialogue, one-to-one meetings, or actually design their lifelong development and learning curve. So, for example, I can see here what are the categories where I am more critical during the past month. For example, trend is my friend. Here I see I have some few coaching questions where Aidan helps me to focus, start going. And the questions, once again, one by one, where I've been responding better or worse. So I can look at the mirror and evaluate whether I like what I'm doing currently, what I really dig, and where are the areas where I want to change something, and what can I do?
Yeah, well-being is an important angle what we want to cover with Moticheck. So the my self dashboard really supports the idea that well-being is a skill. It can be trained, but first I need to be aware where I am, how am I doing?
Yeah, and of course, as we release updates to the system at least monthly, if not 2 times per month, so probably both the basic and the premium package will grow accordingly. But Aidan is not talking only to you when you activate Aidan. Actually, he is much more active.
Yeah, well, so we do map with daily question the full employee experience. We provide to everyone real-time understanding how people are feeling, what's the people sentiment in 14 different working life categories. And managers are receiving monthly a kind of conclusion, how my team is doing, how they have been answering, kind of reminder that please come to the system, check out how your team is doing. And also in this monthly letter, Aidan is giving you advice. So doing a brief overview, what should be noticed, what should be highlighted, where you are strong and you can be aware and use it. So Aidan is our AI-based leadership mentor is also involved there. So the once in a month, at the beginning of the month, every manager is getting this kind of conclusion.
Yes, and now this one is included in a basic package, so it is for every manager and leader.
User. Yeah.
Pille, you mentioned that you're getting the letter at the beginning of the month. This is a new feature, right?
Well, yeah. So far it was based the starting point, but now it's more about the corporate cycle. So first working day on a month, every manager is receiving that. But what is really new is that we met on the market the different needs on how to answer those daily questions. So as we started with the yes and no, the binary scale only, and that is like a more intuitive, more kind of fast, intuitive emotion or reaction to give as a feedback. But the different companies had different needs. So for now, you as a company can use also a 5-point scale or then a 4-point scale. So it really depends. What have been your practices in the past? What are your needs? Maybe there are some older surveys or questions you would like to include. So you can choose it as a company, the scale your people will give their assessments, or you can leave the choice to your people, because as we've been talking with HR companies, it's often about the person who is answering which scale they would prefer. It's not even that much about the precise question than the type of the person.
Yeah, I believe that using stereotypes now, we can say that maybe the numeric scale that's presented on the screen at the moment is more for
technical
people, IT developers,
engineers,
and accountants. But I mean, it's not the rule of thumb, of course. And some people are just very used to the social media interaction, thumbs up, thumbs down, quick responses. And some people like to take more time. So they can use, for example, responding on weekly basis on five questions per week, not on a daily basis, and use different kind of scales as well. By the way, talking about responding to the questions, few small items that we updated during the summer was that if you have missed your question today, our chatbot will remind you and ask whether you would respond to the questions that you have missed during a 1 week period of time. So we don't go back in history for a long time. We don't want to spam and bother employees, right? And
but still, there is an opportunity to answer questions up to 5 last questions.
Yeah,
sent out by the system.
Yes, and people who are not familiar with the system, currently we are presenting the question in English, but we every employee can select the language that he or she prefers, and we just starting using the system in Poland. So we had it a Polish language. So we are updating the localization part as well. One thing that we did to make the dashboard more beneficial, let me navigate back to the dashboard and enlarge the dashboard because I'm on a small screen on my laptop. We have a list of filters that you can use, but the time frame, we used to use fixed time frames such as past month, past week, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months period of time. But we learned that companies are using would like to zoom in into different kind of time frames, and some of them are more standard. For example, you want to look at your Q4 results or Q2 results, align it with the financial reporting, for example. But on the other hand, you might have had a change in your organization, and you want to look how the results look since that, or you have a special project you want to zoom in. So you can now pick whatever date you like and period. So that makes the dashboard more relevant to you, easier to use in different occasions.
Okay. On the overview card, now you can also follow the trend of response rates. So we did follow the trend of the perceived well-being, the same well-being. So over the categories or the average of all the categories and the comparison with the company average or compared team. Now there is also a blue line following the response rates and giving the signal to the manager that, okay, my team has got more silent lately. So shall I encourage them? Or, for example, notice that maybe some events you had in your corporate life have forced people to speak out more loud than usually. So to follow the trend, how much people do speak out. Then for the bigger companies, there is also now opportunity to see who has left a comment. So we often heard the comments that when the top management or HR departments are following the comments, so they don't know where the comment is coming from. So now you can find it out easily, and if there is something which needs your attention or you can support with, then it's easy where to turn and who to talk to.
Yeah, very handy tool for leaders of leaders and HR people supporting the managers. Yeah.
Let's move to the question. So also there is now for you the opportunity that, okay, if we provide 14 different categories, and under every category there are more than 20 plus ready to use questions you can pick up from. So that all stays there. But what if you have historically used the same question but in different wording, and you would like to continue like this? Or it's not exactly your corporate language, you would like to amend it. So now there is opportunity to build your own question under this precise working life category in your wording, in your historical wording, and use it like this to switch off the previous one and really beat it to summarize under the category, which always stays there. It's still the ad hocs. So you can still build those ad hoc questions and target only one segment of your employees, like managers only, or target the full company, or maybe one geographical location only. And then on ad hoc questions, we are really learning how creative our users are, because there are so many ways they use this feature, starting on to get within a day understanding how many people are coming to the Christmas party, then to give the number to the catering company, or I don't know, up to the fun part, that to wake up your people on Friday morning with some fun questions. So here we are really learning from our clients.
Yes, and once again, the questions you can key in the languages that you are using in your locations where you are operating as an organization, so people can see the questions in their preferable language.
Yeah. A lot of technical stuff we did, which is not even visible.
Yeah, and we hope that it remains unvisible for you guys, such, like security updates, some lots of mobile apps and front-end components here in the desktop system as well. APIs, Excel uploads. One thing that maybe is good to mention to you is when you have an update to your logo, or you have a special program in your organization. For example, currently we just had the mental health day, I believe yesterday or day before that.
And mental health month now.
Now, if you have, for example, a mental health month in your organization, and you have special visuals, banners on your walls or elevators, so you can actually use those visuals here as well. You can upload your updated logo or your visuals that you want to use also in Moticheck. With just few clicks, replace the logo on left up hand in the system, and also in the emails and elsewhere. So you can promote those visuals that are important for you to promote internally. So that is one of the features that some of our customers were interested in, and I think it's good to use, so that we have made the system more playful.
Maybe the labels is worth mentioning, that you can, if you show the dashboard, so we can now follow up the sentiment of those working categories, and then we can follow up the precise teams, we can follow up precise country teams and positions, plus the working time in the company. So also as a new option, you can now create your own labels and follow up, for example, based on gender or part-time or whatever needs you have in your company. So you can create your own labels and follow up your people segments based on those special tags, those labels. So you can create them by yourself. So it's really flexible opportunity.
Yeah, really, like interns or part-time employees very often use. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
But pretty much that that's the main part here. So microphones from our sides are open. Is there any questions? No questions?
That's it for today. Big thanks for everybody joining in. Take care and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.